Hello there everyone, how's it going? It's Deedee here, and as some of you guys may know, I had some problems lately which caused me to not being able to record, so I had to take a little bit of a short break on making the video side, but you know, that shit is done. I am back and I thought to myself, what would be one of the best ways to come back at it, to come back making videos regularly, if not by making one of my favorite formats of doing it, one of my favorite videos to make, which are some duel commentaries. So in case you guys don't really know, haven't seen what a duel commentary is, or at least the ones that I do, pretty much I'll be throwing out some duels, you know, some general duels against certain classes, and I'm going to be commentating the duel, you know, trying to give as much information as possible on what's going on, what's on my mind, what the opponent did, pointing out mistakes, and hopefully giving you guys some tips along the way or some tricks if that is possible. That would be great. And in this one I am going to be fighting an Assassination Rogue, a Fire Mage, a Frost Mage, and also a Hunter. So pretty interesting duels, so let's get to analyze it and let's get to commentary. Okay, so our first duel here is going to be a pretty freaking interesting one versus an Assassination Rogue, and in order to fully explain this duel and to analyze it, I think I'm gonna have to stop a lot on this one, so my apologies on advance for that. But anyways, he's going to open on me with a sheep shot, pretty standard here, and here comes the paralytic poison, and I think this guy actually had a pretty cool strategy that kind of begins with this. So as you can see, this was pretty interesting. It just disarms me right away. You know, at first glance and at first thought, I think this is a huge mistake, and that's what I thought, you know. Why would you disarm me? I barely even touched you, I'm not counter pressuring. Why would you disarm? But the more I look at this duel and the more I analyze it, I think this was actually intended and not a mistake, and this was his strategy, I think. So he really wanted me to trinket on the first openers. You know, he realizes I'm a warrior. Naturally I have my second win, so his second opener he really needs to kill or things can get pretty freaking ugly for him. So I think this disarm was just to try to force a trinket on the first opener, but I'm not really going to do that. I shockwave him now and it's my turn to counter pressure, and at this point I'm going to pop Die by the Sword, which is actually going to kidney through it, unfortunately for him, of course, parrying it, and now he's actually going to panic. So as you can see, two things happen here. So he actually popped evasion, which is, you know, pretty strong defensive cooldown, but he blinded me at the same time, indicating me that this guy did in fact panicked. You know, these are pretty much two defensive cooldowns if you count blinds as a defensive one, which can definitely be, and this is pretty much denying his evasion fully, you know. Why would you evasion and then blind? That just means that your evasion pretty much didn't do anything. The second thing that is kind of indicates me is that I think I'm kind of right on what this strategy was. Of course I can't really be for sure, but as you can see this was a pretty curious blind. So as you can see, he's not even restarting right away. He's gonna wait until the very last second to actually restart. So I think that he actually wanted me, or tried that I trinket the blind so I can stop the restealth. Of course I didn't did that, you know. I really want my trinket for the second opener, so I think at this point all his threats failed. So this comes the second opener, of course I trinket right away and he's going to see that he can do nothing, so he's going to vanish. I'm thinking about putting Demoralizing Banner, but he opens on me first and he opens on me again. Now things get really freaking ugly for me, so I'm trying to pop Defensive Banner, I can't, I fear him, and Lucky Shockwave just got out on cooldown, stopping that huge damage, and now it's my time to counter pressure, ending the duel. Very interesting. So our next duels are going to be versus the Wizard, starting off with the Fire Mage, and as the duel starts he's going to pump poly me onto a Frost Shell where I can't really do much. So he's getting a lot of fucking procs and I notice it, and he Dragon's Breath me here, so right now I'm thinking, you know, this guy has a lot of procs and he's going to have to burst soon, so I need to be prepared for that, and that's exactly what he does. He Frost Novas me here and I pop Spell Reflection, reflecting the Deep Freeze, countering his burst, which was somewhat predictable. So now he's going to Combust stun me here, and right now I'm thinking I need to counter pressure, so I start hamming on the guy, but I didn't notice that he actually had his Time Warp thingy on. Mistake by me, so he gets a lot of HP back, but it's all good, you know. I'm still bursting on the guy, he's still kind of in trouble. So he blinks, I charge, and he's going to Ice Block, and he's going to try to be as much as you can on the ice block so we can neglect my offensive cooldowns, let them pass through. You know, I realized that, so I'm going to Shattering Throw it, and right now, you know, it just novas me here and something really confusing happens, which of course I pop Spell Reflect and it says that I reflected the Deep Freeze here, but it really didn't. It only like neglected it. It didn't really you know, reflected it, so I got really freaking confused here, and you'll see me in a seconds when after all of this CC chain goes by that I get like some seconds like what the hell am I doing. So anyways, I pop Rallying Cry, I charge the guy. It's all still pretty good. I shockwave him here because I noticed he doesn't have any blink to get the hell out, so that's a lot of pressure coming onto him. But things are getting pretty interesting, so right now, you know, I just interrupted his thing and I tried to cold snap heal with the ice block, but it was a bit too late. The duel was over. So on to the Frost Mage, and in this duel, man, I had the worst freaking opener I think I could ever get. I popped Spell Reflect on that initial Frost Nova trying to get the deep, but that didn't quite hit the mark, and now he dips me, he freaking alter times me. Look at my health, man, he just freaking ripped me off on this opener. It was terrible. I wasted all of my gap closers and now I'm sitting in a lot of trouble. But, you know, I see he has a shitload of icicles and he's going to use that stuff soon. He ice blocks now to stop damage, and on the next Nova I know pretty much that he's going to deep freeze me with all those icicles. So I'm kind of preparing for that, you know, my Spell Reflect got off cooldown. It's going to be right here, you know, here is the deep freeze, so he doesn't really use any of those icicles while I'm, you know, on a stun. That will be pretty rough. So this was one of those duels where it started pretty freaking shitty, but I could recover it, you know, with the right move. Anyways, he's going to poly me onto an evocation here, trying to frost shot me here, and he actually does it, so still looking pretty bad. The frost orb, the second burst is coming, but you know, I get to shockwave him. I know he has a blink, but I just need to try to stop to get some global cooldowns, and I have this big ass. So now that the wizards are gone, let's go for the hunter, which was a pretty goddamn good and close duel. Anyways, as I charge, I notice he has a freezing trap there, so I pop Spell Reflect to evade it. I safeguard to the banner to get out of the route, spending my heroic leap to get to him, apply shockwave him, which is going to sit, and you know, at this point I pretty much countered his opener and also applied pressure pretty good. So he's going to deter here, cancel the deter, feign death, and apply me onto the route. I don't have safeguard, I don't want to waste the route, so I avatar the hell out, but he's going to second deter, apply me onto a freezing trap, which I'm going to trinket. But right now I'm pretty screwed, I don't have any gap closer and he's hamming on me, and I'm with my cooldowns, so I pretty much screwed my cooldowns up. As I get the charge, he actually gets explosive trap onto a scatter, and I'm pretty much dead here, so I popped everything and actually was able to kill him. I popped shield wall, rallying cry, and freaking die by the sword, everything not to die on this super close duel where I messed up, but he also did mess up a little bit. It was pretty freaking intense. So anyways guys, this was the video. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, I hope you guys enjoyed this duel. I really wanted to make this kind of like the first video after the comeback, you know. This is one of my favorite videos to make, and I see that I actually am able to help a lot of people, so I'm pretty happy with that. And yeah guys, I hope you guys enjoyed these duels. A lot of wizards today, and that's okay. So yeah, that being said guys, if you did enjoy this video, or if it helped in any way, shape or form, a subscribe or maybe just a thumbs up would be absolutely wonderful, and it would mean the world to me. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed, and